Picture this. It's you, standing at the front of a long line of people. Right behind you is your dad. Behind him stands his dad. And behind that guy is his dad too. Keep walking backward through time and you'll pass powdered wigs, suits of armor, and woolly mammoths until you bump into a guy crouched in the dirt, chewing on a beetle, just trying to survive until nightfall. That guy is your ancestor. He has no name, he owns no shoes, and he has absolutely no clue that somewhere far down his family line, a distant descendant with a snack addiction and a very serious coffee habit will one day exist, sitting somewhere comfortable and reading a script written all about him. But here comes the genuinely wild part of this whole strange, unlikely story. If that guy, or literally any single one of the thousands of people connected to him, had tripped at exactly the wrong second, gotten eaten by something with way too many sharp teeth, or simply failed to find a partner and have kids, you would not be sitting here reading this today at all. Not even a tiny little piece of you would exist right now. You didn't get lucky, not really. You are the direct result of 1,000 violent coincidences stacked right on top of stubborn, refuse-to-quit biology. So let's take a real, honest look at exactly how close you actually came, again and again, to never being born at all. We're ranking 5 of the deadliest stretches in all of human history, from rough but survivable to worst of all. Number 5. The Ice Age. Around 20,000 years ago, during what scientists call the last glacial maximum, planet Earth was not exactly a cozy place to call home. Massive ice sheets, some nearly 2 miles thick, buried enormous chunks of North America, Europe, and Asia completely. Average temperatures dropped by roughly 10 whole degrees Fahrenheit, turning most of the entire planet into a frozen, silent wasteland. If you were alive back then, your daily to-do list looked something like this. Don't freeze to death overnight. Hunt down a mammoth roughly the size of a school bus. Try hard not to become lunch for a cave lion, one of the biggest wild cats to ever stalk the earth. Your house was probably a hut built from mammoth bones, shared with 40 relatives you didn't even like. Getting dinner meant grabbing a sharpened stick and facing off against an animal that weighed 6 full tons and desperately wanted you dead. If starvation somehow missed you completely, a simple little cut could still finish the job for good. There were no antibiotics, no hospitals, and no real doctors, just random plants people chewed and hoped worked. Somehow, humans still adapted, mastered fire, and even painted on cave walls. Number 4. The dawn of farming. Around 10,000 years ago, humans stumbled onto what felt like a brilliant idea. Instead of chasing dinner across the land forever, why not make dinner come to us instead? Stay in one place, grow crops like wheat, barley, and lentils, build actual homes. Sounds like pure genius, right? Well, it kind of was, except for one giant, ugly catch. Living so close together in crowded villages meant sicknesses could now spread fast, like wildfire between close neighbors and total strangers. Diets got noticeably worse too, with less protein and more vitamin deficiencies, and teeth basically rotted right out of people's heads. One bad drought, one swarm of hungry locusts, or one random flood, and an entire village could quietly starve while staring helplessly up at the empty sky. Archaeologists digging up ancient skeletons from this exact era have found clear, unmistakable signs of widespread malnutrition, anemia, and honestly horrifying dental disasters everywhere they look. Farming may have quietly built the foundation for modern civilization as we know it, but it definitely made everyday survival a whole lot harder for the actual real humans who were living through it, one hungry, uncertain season after another one. Number 3. The Mongol invasions. If you lived in the 13th century and spotted a massive cloud of dust rolling toward you across the horizon, you had roughly 3 minutes to panic before your entire city got completely flattened. Led by the fearsome Genghis Khan, a man who treated mercy like a total myth, the Mongols built the largest connected land empire the entire world has ever known. Their strategy was brutally simple. Show up fast, hit incredibly hard, and leave nothing standing behind you. Entire cities vanished off the map without a trace. Mongol horse archers could hit a moving target from 300 yards away while riding at a full gallop, basically inventing mobile warfare centuries before tanks ever existed. Historians believe these invasions wiped out roughly 10% of the entire world's population. Number 2. The Black Death. In the year 1347, Europe quietly received an extremely unwelcome package from far-off Central Asia, courtesy of some highly motivated fleas, and things went downhill incredibly fast after that terrible day. The bubonic plague tore through towns and cities like a raging biological wildfire, riding along on rats, fleas, and humans who had zero real concept of basic hygiene. Once the sickness caught you, survival basically turned into a cruel lottery. You could catch it from a handshake, a shared cup, or simply by breathing near an infected stranger on the street. Symptoms included swollen lymph nodes, raging fever, and death, usually within a matter of days. Somewhere between 30 and 60% of Europe's entire population was wiped out in just a handful of terrifying years. Number 1. The Toba supervolcano eruption. Around 74,000 years ago, the massive Toba volcano exploded and very nearly erased humanity from existence completely and permanently in one single blast. The eruption launched over 670 cubic miles of ash straight into the sky, enough material to bury the entire United States. Sunlight was blocked for an estimated 6 to 10 brutal, freezing years afterward. Global temperatures crashed by up to 27 degrees Fahrenheit almost overnight, and the damage kept spreading fast. Plants withered away completely, animals starved by the thousands, rivers dried up, and forests turned into silent graveyards. Scientists now estimate the total human population shrank to fewer than 3,000 people, an unbelievably tight genetic bottleneck that every single person alive on Earth today likely descends from. And yet somehow, against truly impossible odds, that small group of desperate, freezing humans managed to endure anyway, day after brutal day. You exist right now because they refused to give up when everything around them was actively falling apart. So the very next time life feels a little bit hard, just remember, you are the living miracle your ancestors fought mammoths, plagues, and volcanoes to give you.